Shmai GTA chums, this is a new Obey 10F, excellent car, you want to get this one for sure, but today we're talking about the discounts available for you just for a couple of minutes of your time. Dynasty Executive, this is the most important part. You want to buy one of these 1.2 million, the agency, assuming you've got your Kazetka submarine and your money income, of course. And I'm going to renovate mine. Upgrades to accommodation, or etc., are all available as well. So you may as well renovate those. There's also double money on the contracts, so it'll give you the contracts, but mainly you're going to get this for the Imani Tech access. So get the upgrade with the garage to make sure you can get the Imani Tech there as well. So looking at Legendary Motorsport, two-door vehicles. You've got the Growler and the Vector. Now these are 700 and 800 grand, but I think they're more like a million if you haven't unlocked the discount for these two. These are great for tuners class races, especially the Vector, which has got great cornering skill. So this is probably the choice car if you want to consistently win races, although I think you wouldn't be too far off with the Growler as well. Also, if you roll down, we can see the Infernus, hopefully, down at the bottom. Where has he gone? I've rolled past it. There it is, 220 grand. It's alright vehicle-wise, so that might be worth buying as well. Just for fun, of course. Warstock has, not legendary, Warstock has an underwater vehicle, well, car, and this is the Stromberg. Of course, it's from Bond, and it's a two-door car, two-person car, only 1.6 million. Yes, the Toreador now is better than it and has unlimited missiles, unlike this one, which has 20, but it's still competitive against the Repressor Mark II. Your missiles are better than the Mark II's missiles by far now, and I think you can survive a couple of Mark II missiles before they blow you up. So basically, if you see them before they see you, you'll get them, and in many encounters, you should be able to evade the missiles now, as long as you drive at them. So it is competitive against the Mark II, but the Toreador is much better, which is 3.6 million though. So for the price, the Toreador is pretty expensive, full price. So you might want to consider buying that as a budget option. Southern San Andreas, we have Coleco GTF somewhere in here. This is obviously the Toyota Supra, not Supra, Celica. 1 million there, but I think it's more like 1 point something, 1.4 million if you don't have the discount. People always rave about it being great for races, for tuners races, and I don't know. I don't think it ever. I don't think it ever was that as great as people say, because it's got a massive understeer problem, and I would get the Vector, which is going to give you better performance on races than this. In most scenarios, the Vector is a better car, and I'd say the Growler's better as well than this, so I wouldn't buy it. But it does have a nice sounding engine, it's all-wheel drive, so it is a fun kind of car. I'd look at it from that perspective rather than a race perspective. For tuners races, by the way, these are all tuners races, not standard races. This is the second four-door car I bought in the game. Rune Cheburek, obviously recommended, 72 grand. It's got to be the bargain of the week. You've got to purchase that for certain. So that is your lot. Actually, it's not your lot. Somewhere in there you've got the Strater, which is a four-door kind of off-road thing. Is it off-road? I don't know. It's terrible. I don't like it. There it is. Sorry, it is actually the 350 grand. It's right next to Cheburg. Yeah, I wouldn't bother. It's not got much customization. It's not great off-road. I don't know why it exists. It's an SUV though. If you're a fan of SUVs, maybe you'll buy it. Anyway, that's your discounts for this week. Got any questions on those discounts, then do drop it in the comments. I own all of the vehicles except for the rubbish one, the Strater. I don't have that. So I may release videos, but I do have videos on everything, I think. Maybe not. I need to check the Stromberg. I've had that for such a long time, I may not have that. Anyway, I hope this video has been useful for you. And just buy this, the 10F, check out my video for that. I've released that already, ages ago. So definitely worth it because it's a fun car. Do you want to have a little bit of a sneak preview? Oh, go on. Since you're here, no point me just, leaving you hanging like that. Yeah, nice car, very nice car. Great on the corners. And, well, it's not great on the corners, it has a bit of slip on the corners. But look at that, such fun. Very nice, fun car. And you could have a great deal of fun with this. And you can take the bumper off, you can put the bumper back on if you don't fancy that. But, in for a penny, in for a pound, that's what I think. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed that. Thanks a lot and have a great day.